Hello everyone and welcome to this toilet stall, all because I have something to show you. I'm going to be doing something where I'm going to give a spotlight to some of my favorite custom content creators in The Sims 4. And if you enjoy that, like, comment, subscribe, do all the funky YouTube things. This week we are spotlighting one of my favorite build CC creators, and that is Charlie Pancakes, with a little hint of Pure Sims because they did a collaboration. But with that, let's get into it, shall we? A lot of CC creators make individual packs so that you don't have to download little individual items all the time. The first pack that we are focusing on is called SMOL. It is for everything under teen, basically. Technically, some of this stuff you can still use teens, but it's mostly, I think, designed for children and younger. The first thing we're going to be focusing on are these custom content bunk beds. And if you've never used custom content bunk beds, basically they come in about 3 to 4 parts, technically 2 to 4 parts, depending on what you want. Because if you don't know, with bunk beds you can place desks and stuff underneath. But basically, this frame is separate. The top bed is separate. The bottom bed is separate. And then this little trim for your bottom bed is also separate. Shocker. I have these two things set up because there's two different kinds of mattresses. There are the solid swatches, which just come in these beautiful, cool tones. I wouldn't say they're cool. Some of them are warm, but they're very muted, not bright, basically. And then this swatch is all of the patterns, which are also adorable. Some of them are wacky, kooky, crazy, but a lot of them are more simplistic, which is a style that I absolutely adore and lean towards a lot. So this pack is perfect for me, and it's why I use it a lot. Up next, we have the desk. I absolutely love this desk. I use it all the time because it's a smaller desk, so it fits perfectly under the bunk bed. But also, I like the uniqueness that it's not just a flat table desk, that it implies that that little desk part can fold up and down, which a little character to your furniture is something that is one of my favorites. And it's got this simple chair that comes in a lot of swatches, not only color, but also wood tones. There's light and dark tones of wood. Up next, we have the little dresser, which comes in a lot of the same swatches. Some funkier ones where you've got some mix-match color and wood, but mostly just solids. And it also has a matching wardrobe. So you can either have tall storage, big, short storage, whichever you prefer. And then I love this. I use this a lot, where it's just a decorative piece of little toddler clothes on a rack. And it's very cute. And the thing that I love about custom content creators when they release a pack is everything matches. Is that shade towards EA? Maybe. Do I need to talk about? No. Anyway, also, if you didn't know, these two clutter pieces are also from the pack. There's this little doggy that comes in about 5 swatches, and there is this little pencil holder that comes in a lot of swatches. Up next, we have its own rocking chair, which if you have the Nifty Knitting pack, it uses that. But oddly enough, something that I've noticed, because I personally do not have the Nifty Knitting pack, is it still works just like a rocking chair. It has the same animation. I think they made, I think Charlie Pancakes made sure to, leave that in. In fact, a lot of people that have their own rocking chairs into the game via custom content have the animations to go along with it. So, it does still work even if you don't have the base Nifty Knitting pack. And up here we have a little cluster of beds. These are the triangle beds, so it's all the single beds that come in this little fort type frame. I only stole the one bed just so that there would be one in it, but you can obviously use both the solid and the pattern if you so choose. And then we have the little toddler bed. The toddler bed also has the same solids, patterns, and triangular bed frame. These are 3 separate lights. The star, the moon, the shooting star. They're all separate, and I believe, yeah, you cannot change their color, but I believe since they're a light, you can just change the color like you change lights in regular game. How can we forget this rug? I use this rug all the time, specifically this swatch in any of my kids' rooms. But it does have a good amount of swatches. I also love this one. There are some, again, kooky crazy ones, but then there's like a lot of neutrals, which do whatever you want to your heart's content. Over here, we have a bassinet. One thing that comes with this pack that I personally don't have in my game right now is there is the option to have an override. It comes in 4 different swatches, and it just overrides the normal Sims 4 bassinet, which I usually do have. But I have another pack in my game that I will get to when we do that content creator spotlight, that I brought in the invisible default so that I can place it in the crib that I'm using currently in my game. But you can also use that mod with this, because this is the decorative version, which I personally like more because it has so much more like customization. Because in your default overrides, you can only have the 4 swatches that come with normal cribs. This, the bedding and the crib are separate, but it does click in. So like once you put the mattress in, you can grab the bassinet and it moves them both. But like I said, there's so much more customization with this if you just get this and then get the invisible override mod so that you can just place your baby in it. Because look at all these swatches of the wood. And then you can even customize the inside. And there are pattern swatches as well that match the other beds. Here we have a little nightstand that comes with the pack. Nothing too fancy, but it is one of my favorite because of how basic it is. It like fits in everywhere. Especially with most of my custom content being Charlie pancakes. Everything kind of like has matching swatches. Everything has matching swatches. And then here we have the 3 paintings that come with this pack. We have a little animal print, which I think is adorable, and it comes in all the animals twice because there's the wood tone frame and then there's a white frame. Here we have some patterns, which again, minimalistic. It's a minimalistic dream, but again, wood tone, white tone. And then some little smaller little animals, nothing too fancy, but cute nonetheless. Also, the last thing in this SMOL kit is all of these wallpapers are actually a part of it. They're all basically the same thing, they just are different types. Like, they're all the half and half, but this is, the top half is white, and the bottom half is color. This is all color. This is bottom half white, top half color, and then this is just a solid wall. And the colors are actually, like, gorgeous. I just went for this orange one because it's kind of bright, but again, mostly neutrals, nothing too crazy, but I love it nonetheless. I, like, use it all the time, honestly. It's one of my favorite walls. And that is the end of the SMOL pack. Up next is 2 separate packs, because they kind of fit together very well, and these are more kits, I believe, in Charlie's eyes. They're more kits, so they're smaller, but they're more tuned in, like focused on a specific asset. This first pack, I believe, is called the LAVISH pack, which basically just lets you make your own custom wardrobe. So all you gotta do is look up LAVISH, and it has all of these custom pieces so you can build your own modular wardrobe. And then it has all these custom like clothes pieces that do actually act as closets. So like you can click on a piece of clothing and then go and do your normal thing that you would do with like a dresser or a wardrobe. And then you can just like, they just lock in here. And I do like the option that there are the empty hangers, which I think is really cool because it's accurate. And because there's not as many clothing, like, yes, there are like more swatches, but there's not that many individual pieces, so you can't like fully fill a closet. You could just use the empty hangers. But all of these shoes are from this pack as well. We've got some empty shoe boxes, which are part of the pack. And we've got like this little, obviously like knockoff. It's a Chanel bag, and I thought it was really cute to put in here. I love this, but I do like that there are like different swatches, so you could fill up your closet a little bit more. But me personally, I didn't feel like spending hours. I already spent hours making all these builds, all these showroom builds, so I'm fine with where we leave it off. And then up next, on the opposite side of the wall, room, more or less, we have the little Insomnia kit, which is this bed, and again, with custom content. This is one thing that I really love about custom content creators, is they always separate the bed from the bed frame. However, sometimes they don't label it. This one was labeled, so we're fine, but sometimes they label the bed, but not the frame. Sometimes the bed and the frame are not both in the bed section, so you have to go find one, which kind of sucks, but the reason I like it is because then you could easily, oh, you want this tone wood with this bed, or, oh, I like this tone. You can have whichever tone wood you want with whatever color bed you want. And then, again, it has a matching wardrobe, and it comes with this little plant and this skull, raven, I think that's a raven skull candle, and it changes the color of the candle. This changes the color of the pot. Oh, and this rug also comes with this pack, which is why it was included, and it's got very, like, either green or blue tone carpets, which, very cute. I tend to always just leave it on this, like, default swatch, because to me, I love, like, jute rugs, so. Up next, we have another two kits, because they are on the smaller side, but it's for free, so I'm not too bothered. I'm very grateful for Charlie Pancakes' work. Up here is one of my favorite, like, living room kits. It is called the MODISH kit, because I do love mod styles, especially like this. I love The Sims, don't get me wrong, but they go way too crazy all the time with their furniture. I just want a basic matching couch, love seat, and chair. It does have a chair, I just didn't place it in here, but it comes in these, look at all of these swatches. It has 3 different tone woods for every single color of couch. Hello? And then we've got these 2 art prints. They're basically almost the exact same, I think. Just one comes in a frame. Yep. I just went with the default swatch because they look cute together. We've got this little end table, and it comes with 2 cactuses. I only placed 1. We've got this little bookshelf, which I love. And all of these are individual pieces that came with the little kit, along with the little bookshelves. These are also separate. These curtains are actually from the pack as well. And also, just to let you know, every single window that you see that I've placed in these little showrooms are also by Charlie Pancakes, because they have these little kits called Maple and S Construction. And I decided to show off those as well any way that I could. I wasn't just going to have a room full of windows, so if I wanted to place a window, I did. Also, you're not really seeing anything interesting. Bunch of unpainted walls. But yeah, these curtains also come with the pack. This lamp, which I love, because it just honestly looks like an enlarged version of that one desk lamp from university. here we have the coffee table. I think there were different types of coffee tables. I just went with the glass one. And then this little book. It's fine. Also, this isn't part of it, but this stool is a part of our next pack. The DINNA set. Very simple, very small, but very cute, and also, wow, shocker, matches everything else. All the wood tones, impeccable. And style-wise, this table matches this end table. So that's why I felt okay putting these in the same room. But this is a little dining room set. We've got tables. There are a couple tables. I went for, I think, the shorter one. I think there's a longer one. I don't know. But we've got these chairs. I think there's 2 sets of chairs. One of them I just didn't use. Hey. Yeah, there's also these chairs, which I do like using, but it just didn't go with the style that I was trying to portray in this picture. Oh no, I went for the longer table. There is a shorter one. The only thing that I have to knock about this pack is the texture on this mirror. It's not that obvious in the silver swatch, but in the gold swatch, it looks very alpha. And from a content creator that does mostly Maxis Match, and I like to go for Maxis Match, I don't really lean towards using this mirror all the time, but I decided to put it here just because we'll show it off. And I wanted to talk about it. Our next pack is another smaller kit pack. This I kind of dolled up a little bit just for the aesthetics of the room. This wallpaper comes from a kit we're going to talk about in a little bit after this. But this bathtub comes with this set. The floor tile comes with this set. The sink, these 3 little decor items, this mirror, and these little sconces. And there's also a little table lamp, but there isn't really a room to put them in there. Did I mention the name of this kit? It's the soak pack. It comes with this little lamp, but there wasn't anywhere to put it that made sense, so I didn't. But we did use some of the sconces and a couple more of the windows. I love this window, okay? And like I said, it's a very small kit. There wasn't a toilet or anything, so I just placed a normal base game toilet in here, and I do mean base game. Usually when I say base game, I just mean like Sims, not custom content, but this is actually from the base game. And then I used this bin. I think it's from the high school years. Yeah, it's the high school years bin, trash bin. I just thought it fit the aesthetics, so I put it in there. Also, would you believe it? This is like the base swatch. I just put it in there, and it looked nice. But look at all of these swatches of tile that you can use. I love this tile. I didn't even know that this tile existed. I'm probably going to be using it a lot more in more of my videos, so be prepared to see it. Up next, we have the kitchen set, which I believe is just called MUNCH. Which, honestly, slay. Very simple. Also, these walls are bothering me. Could I have just deleted all the extra rooms that I made? Yes, but I did not. It's fine. You've got these cabinets. There's actually 2 different types of cabinets, and I tried to show them off here. There are the solid color ones, and then there's the marble ones. So I decided to use the normal color with the wood tops here, and then use the marble stone block as our little island. And it comes with a built-in stove and a fridge and a sink. This wallpaper is what we were seeing in the bathroom. It's from this Munch pack. And we used it on this back wall as like a little bit of a backsplash. This flooring also comes from this Munch pack. A little Isn't it like a herringbone? Isn't that? I have no idea, but we're gonna pretend. And here we are using the little DINNA stools again, because this pack does not come with any stools. One last little pack. I know I said that this was like one last pack before the final grand homie. But Charlie Pancakes released this Miscellanea. Lovely. The Miscellanea little stuff pack. It comes with this bookshelf and every single one of these little pieces. So many books. So many books. This salt lamp and this little candle. Very cute. I love this little bookshelf. It's very cute. I don't really reach for it a lot, but that's also because I have so much custom content in my game that I constantly forget what I'm doing. So you may be thinking that this whole little creator spotlight is for you, the audience, but it is also for me to remember what the heck I have in my game. And we're gonna move on to, I think, the thing that made me find Charlie Pancakes in the first place, and it was his collaboration with Pier Sims. The Promises wedding pack. No, it's Precious Promises. Promises is a musical. But the Precious Promises wedding pack. Look how cute this is. I originally fell in love with this pack because I do not have my wedding stuff pack, or whatever the hell it's called. I do not own Tartosa. How about that one? And I wanted something similar. I'm like, I want to have cute weddings, but all the base game stuff sucks. So I ended up seeing this, and I think there are some stuff, it does have an aisle that uses my wedding stuff as a mesh, so it's not in my game, but it could be in yours if you have that pack. But I just basically used this stone pathing spray from Cottage Living because it's cute and I like it. But it comes with little dining tables, and believe it or not, this is separate. The little table runner is separate. These little placemats, separate. Watch this. You see this little candlestick? The candle is separate from the candlestick. And the green. This green, separate. Also, these are the base chairs. These ones are my favorites, though. It's the same thing, but it's got the little wedding details tied on the end because it makes it seem more wedding to me, whereas without it, it just looks like normal dining tables. This is my favorite thing in the entire pack, is the little wedding board, because I love the aesthetics of a rustic wedding. And whenever you see the little wedding board on an easel, oh my god. I love it so much. And then you can make little pergolas with this pack as well. These are separate, so it can be any size that you want, and you can make it any way that you want, because there's the fabric, and then there's the lights that come in, I think, 3 different heights, so you can make it taller, short. You can't make it shorter than this, but you can make it taller. And these bars are even separated as well. So you get to make any pergola of your dreams. And you don't even have to use it for a wedding. You could just have a gorgeous backyard if you wanted to. And the piece de resistance is this godforsaken wedding arch. Look at it. Look at it. It's gorgeous. The amount of swatches on it. Oh my god. And then all of these plants and candles. Is this technically a hazard in real life? Yes, but I don't want to talk about it. And then we've got this little wedding table. Again, this candlestick is separated. All 3 of these candles are individually placed. Crazy. Honestly. But it's so cool. It's such a cool concept. Some people may not like the detail-orientedness of it all, but the customization is all we ever ask for from EA. And custom content creators just give us this and we eat it up every single time. But I hope you enjoyed this creator spotlight. If you guys have any custom content creators that you want to point in my direction, or like point me in their direction, there we go, let me know in the comments below. But with that, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!